What's going on, folks? It's your man Jay, and it's time to give you a closer look at my Galaxy Note 10 devices for camera footage. I do the same type of review on cameras. I just shoot the same area for you guys. Put the device in the same spot pretty much, shoot the same exterior outside, so you can compare in previous videos of what the camera can do next to others. And I do camera comparisons in videos, but this video is to focus solely on the Galaxy Note 10, 10 Plus, and show you what you could get if you decide to use this as your full-time content creator's device. Now, fun fact, if you notice, I've been shooting a lot of videos in 4K at 60 frames per second and uploading them directly to YouTube, and they've all come from the Galaxy Note 10 or 10 Plus. So this camera, Samsung says, one thing before I get into this, I love starting and stopping the videos with the S Pen. I think it's a huge deal. It makes for a seamless video for you when you're going into post to edit, if you need to do so. So I'm going to tell you so far that I've really enjoyed using this device to record video footage for the channel. I actually have not picked up my DSLR and used it for any videos since having the Galaxy Note 10 or 10 Plus. Now, stay tuned for a full review of the Galaxy Note, well, not a full review, a 7-day, kind of a follow-up on the devices in a little bit. I'm working on that. I'm trying to get things in order. But this is the front camera with no external microphones, no nothing. I was talking to Easy Computer Solutions, and he was saying, you know, he hasn't fully switched over to the Galaxy Note 10 or 10 Plus for full time for his channel. He still rides more with an LG, and I haven't like officially he uses phones, that's why I asked him that. And he talked about not being able to do an external microphone. Well, you can do an external microphone. You can do Type-C for the external microphone. You just get an adapter, plug it in, plug it into the adapter, and you've got your audio coming from the device. Tip for you, Eric. But I like to use this device with no external microphones or anything like that. And I'm just sitting down here recording. And now I'm going to go outside with the device. And a lot of you guys say, Jay, you really need to walk around. You need to get out more. Yeah, it's like 110 degrees outside where I live at, and it is very hot. So I'm doing good just getting out there at all, getting on the front porch, in the backyard, or wherever I go with the devices. So yeah, that's the best I can give you right now. Anyway, let's take a look at the rear camera on the Galaxy Note 10/10 Plus. And this is the intro to the video. What do you guys think about this footage so far? Now this is 4K at 60 frames per second on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Beautiful, beautiful footage. Man, it is just totally awesome to use this, especially in a controlled environment where I'm shooting cell phone videos, like I'm doing unboxings and things like that. If you notice, I did probably 10 videos about the new iPhone, and they were all done at the desk using the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Wow factor. Wow factor. Now there is some sort of a downside to using 4K at 60 FPS. You don't get wide-angle video, and that's unfortunate. And you get wide-angle video when shooting 1080p. But I'll switch to 4K because you might get it at 4K at 30. I actually haven't checked. So let's switch to 4K 30 and see what happens. All right, so basically in 60 frames per second video, you cannot do wide angle or telephoto. So this is 4K, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch to wide angle. You can see there. It also talks about the mic zoom, but again, that's a feature that's been available on a lot of devices. All right, so there's wide angle, ultra wide, and here's the telephoto. Let's switch back to regular. It's really, 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 really nice that Samsung does this type of having the ability to switch within the modes. I really don't like not being able to switch to wide angle. On some devices, you can't do that. And that's just absolutely fantastic. And that's 4K. Let's switch over to 1080p. Now, this is probably the most popular version of a video footage that people like is 1080p at 60. Yeah, it is just crazy how clear this is. In and out of the shade, take a look at that. Samsung Galaxy Note 10 is in fact a fantastic device for content creation. Like I said, I've shot all the videos on my channel with this device since having it, and it's just stupendous, man. It's great. 1080p at 60 frames per second is just one of the best you can go with, but 4K at 60 frames per second is my favorite. Everything looks beautiful on this footage through the viewfinder. Let's switch over to 1080p at 30. Now here's 1080p at 30, and obviously you can go telephoto, and you can go back to wide, which is really great. You also have that super steady shot on here when using the 1080p, the 30 frames per second options. It's available for the 4K and the 1080p. But this wide area, ultra wide, is just absolutely stunning. You can also shoot in 720p. There's people that are shooting 720p at 60 frames per second in a minute. This phone also does 120 frames, I believe. Let's switch back here. There we go. Let's go telephoto, then back. But this is just a beautiful camera, man. It's just gorgeous. The quality that you get is awesome. I rarely shoot in 720p, but if I do, it's going to be 720p at 60. It's always a windy day, folks, and today is no exception. It's absolutely windy out here. You can look at the trees right there. Can you see the trees blowing? Yeah, there's my buddy. UPS, those guys stay over here with me. Now here we are outside with the front camera, just real brief, just to show you what it's going to look like. It's not blowing out the back at all. Remember that wall right there always gets blown out? This camera shoots 4K on the front, so yeah, what do you expect? Well, there you have it, folks. It's your man Jay. The Galaxy Note 10 and 10 Plus, to me, for content creation, it's there. The quality is definitely there, and I have no complaints about the camera footage on here. I've already given you my favorite spiel on the live focus video. This is strictly about vlogging with this, running your YouTube channel from it, getting the footage for your website, whatever. This phone is awesome to do so. What makes it good really is you got this huge screen, you got this full screen canvas, and it makes for a lot when you have to do some editing if you're using your phone to edit. And a lot of people use their phones to edit. Shout out to my Project 13. He is like one of the top people I know. He's one of the people that's more open about that. He doesn't like using a computer, and this phone for him would be fantastic. I know he's kind of hooked on the S10 Plus and OnePlus 7 Pro, and he loves his LG devices. But I would definitely say, Anthony, if you're watching, you definitely should grab this phone. I would have traded in my S10 and grabbed that $600 at a heartbeat. But that's just me. I gave up 2 iPhones to get 2 of these, and it was totally worth it. And I still have other iPhones I'm going to trade in later. But this device for content creation is absolutely stunning. It's just fantastic. You can't go wrong with the quality of footage that you get from this device. And I would highly recommend it to a ton of people out there. If you're looking to get into content creation, grab yourself a tripod, get an external mic if you want to. You might need one depending on the setting that you're in. But ultimately, you can use this phone straight up just like this, record, edit, post right from the device. Anyway, it's your man Jay. Galaxy Note 10/Note 10 Plus cameras, they're the same. You're getting pretty much the same type of quality. And I think you'll be impressed at what you see. Anyway, what do you think about this? It's your man Jay. I'm out.